this match, play either Tomo Popov or Lu Guangzhou in quarterfinals Friday. And the players about ready now to come out. Rock star welcome from the ardent fans here at the Istora Senayan for the new world number 2 as of yesterday, thanks to his recent results. He's up from 4. In fact, tell you, Jonathan Christie's number 3 as well. It's been a great week for Indonesian men's singles players up against Xu Yuqi. He's well known around the circuit. Xu Yuqi, the winner against Kento Momota, of course, still finding his form, 21-18, 21-7. And prepare yourself, because that's going to, as you can see, Xu Yuqi leading this head-to-head here, 6-1. Last meeting at the World Championships. And Ginting won that in 3. Sinisuka Ginting, 26 years old now. A very capable player, very versatile player, and I think worthy of this new ranking of his, world number 2. He's been in the top 5 for a while, but very pacey, got a very powerful smash, loves to transition between the power game and the patient game, you could say. He can play out the rallies very well. That's how he got here to round 2. Lee Chik-yu, 21-10, 21-12 in 36 minutes. And he's on form. He's a very difficult opponent indeed. He was out in the second round in the Malaysian Open. That's his opponent, also 26 years old, born in Nantong, China. As you can see, he's been up there as well at the heady heights of number 2. Currently ranked 27th, coming back, of course, from a number of injuries. But looking in good form in that win against Momota. And there it is, 21-18, 21-7. I said 40 minutes it took. Has to be said, though, Momota, of course, himself coming back from a great many trials and tribulations over the last 3 years. But she came through the qualifying draw. Satyawan Mahadu is the umpire. And service judge Henrik Boas Olsen. Xu Yuqi was out in the first round in the Malaysia Open that kicked off the year. Ginting was out in the second. And then Xu Yuqi made it to the second round, where he went to 3 games against Victor Axelsen.
Ready to play.
Ginting beaten in the end by Wang Charon from Thailand in the second round of the India Open. So both of them still looking for quarterfinal or beyond this year. And of course, with that Paris 2024 Olympic qualification period starting in May, and they'd like to get their engines up and running for sure over the next month or so, because all the results count in that year-long period. We saw a great men's singles match earlier, Lakshya Sen versus Ng Si-yong. This one should be as intriguing. expecting a bit of pace. And of course, let's not forget the home favorite, Anthony Ginting.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Shiyuchi, China. And on my left, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, Indonesia. Shiyuchi serve, level, play. 2-0.
That's a pacey start already.
1-11.
It's a great drop shot from Ginting, and also a great recovery. Just couldn't finish off the point. But he got down well to retrieve that shot. Not the largest of players, Ginting, but again has a basketball-sized leap when it comes to his smash. Just wide. As expected, already a much more pacey affair than the men's singles we saw earlier. That was very much about placement and patient play between Sen and Ziyong. And this one, a little bit more gas in the tank. The shape of things to come. That's what this is all about. What a great rally from both players. Remember, Ginting should be playing with the drift. That was a great example of control of the shuttle from him. Ended it with a down-the-line winner. Just wide. What a great idea.
3, 2.
Nice power from Shiyuchi, but just too much went long. It's a quality match that we're already watching. Neither player able to pull away in terms of points, but both on full attack right now. And it was just that backhand push from Shiyuchi that he couldn't really control enough. He's gone long again.
5, 3.
So for the first time, we have a 2-point lead.
Service over. 4-5.
Just as quickly that gets erased. Clips the net. Nothing to differentiate these two right now. Both looking for those weak returns to pounce on, get their winners in.
Out. Service over. 6.
Well, that's one place we can differentiate them. That's a very bad service error from Yuchi. So again, Ginting getting caught out in that drifty corner up at the top right of your screen. Looked like it may have been a bit wide, but that was snatched at.
7-6.
Evenly trading points right now. He's always got such a calm demeanor and manner, Anthony Ginting. Wide.
Service over. 8-7.
I can actually tell you that the match between Lu Guangzhou and Popov Tomo Jr., which will provide the quarter-finalist opponent for the winner of this match, is actually happening on court 3 at the moment, and it's Lu Guangzhou that is one game up. All about singles right now here at the Pistoris and Iron. Women's singles happening on court 2 as well. Now a 2-point lead for Shi Yuqi. Make that 3 as
7.
and that just had a little bit too much venom on it for Ginting. So the first difference, 10-7, approaching the mid-game interval. That's in. Well, they can challenge it. He'd be very lucky. That looked absolutely in from up here. Dead on.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service over. 8-10. Left.
Well, he starts the second half of the first game with a pretty costly error. That was bread and butter for him. Can't afford to be doing that. So just 10 minutes for that first half. That was the tempo and pace of this very interesting men's singles round of 16 match. Lengthy discussions between Shi and his coach. 11-8, not the most troubling of scorelines, whichever side you're on.
11-8.
Plenty still to play for Anthony Ginting. It's not that long.
It's over. 9-11.
Wonderfully retrieved by Shi. That's wide. And a little bit of frustration beginning to creep into Anthony Ginting's face there. Great backhand clear from Shi. Follows it up with some venom. He's doing enough pressuring now. Didn't quite make it that time. Still 2 points ahead. I wonder if that was what his chat with his coach was all about. He's certainly come out now, trying to really put the pressure on. That was a very important tumble for Shi. 3-point lead now. Well, he had an open court to aim at. Fortunately, just netted the reply. So Ginting still keeping within a 3-point buffer of Shi, and you still think that this game could go either way. Well played point. Even though Shi was retrieving very well, you could just see Ginting just closing up every time, closer and closer, until before you know it, he's right in front of the net with a steep kill. Gotta be wide. Really great play by Ginting. He's really shifting his feet now. He's all over that court. And he's tied it up from 14-11 down. A run of 3 points. And I think he's got his eyes set on this first game. Now the crowd beginning to get behind him as well. That's a great kill, very smart play. Takes the lead. Again, just lunging forward. That's very wide. Really, Anthony Ginting in the last 5 points has almost doubled his tempo and his footwork. It's all over that court. Seems to be working for him. I don't even know how to explain that net exchange. Was it luck? Was it planned? Have to watch the replay to find out. Nope, that was beautiful. That was amazing. That was a bit unlucky for Eugene. It really, if Ginting got the second one, that would be one for the highlight reel. But the first 2 shots, unbelievable. Down to inches, millimeters. Important point too, 16-15. Gone wide for him. He's just not connecting on those cross courts enough. He's lost a lot of points. Chi, just trying that shot. Just not working for him right now. Well, they were tied up for points for the first part of this first game, and then of course Ginting was 4 points down, 1 point, 15-11, ties it up, and they're back now trading barbs. Beautiful drop shot, makes it 17 all. Well, what a time to get a 2-point lead. And immediately cut back down to 1 with a great point into the corner. But still dangerous ground for the home favorite. Needs to win this point. Done it again. He's gone wide. This time it was down the line, and it's 19 all. Well, Chi quite willing to draw Ginting into those net exchanges, looking for the big kill, but that big kill seems to be eluding him right now. That's gone long.
it's over. 20, game point, 19.
Game points with the threat of extra points looming. Can Shi put this first game to bed? Yes, he can. It's a mistake from Ginting. 21-19. Well, if that really is an advert for what's going to happen in the next game and possibly the third game, then we're really in for a treat. It was brilliant play from both of them, but if you had to pick, if you really had to see the difference, remember that Ginting was playing on the, well, I hate to say the worst side of the court, but definitely the draftier side of the court, and he did pretty well. 20 minutes, but it was clearly all about Shi's missed winners on the cross court, left to right. At least 4 or 5 times he tried that, and just didn't work out for him. How different that could have been, in terms of a scoreline, of course, because he's already got the first game. But it could have been a 21-15, it could have been a 21-14. But really, as I said, that's the tiniest difference between both players right now. And now we're going to see Ginting on the good side of the court, playing into the drift. And he should be able to open up a lot more. But altogether, his unforced error count was really nothing remarkable at all. He's playing very well. And just as I've got the time, I'll just update you that that's opponent that will face one of these two in the quarterfinals. Popov has taken the second game now, so that's gone to a decider. 54 minutes between Liu Guangzhou and Toma Popov on court 3. Winner of that, play the winner of this, for what should be an electric quarterfinal based on the play we've seen here.
Second game, level 11.
So he starts his second game well. That's a great drop shot, almost kisses the shuttle. No extra power needed, just a block. Ginting finding his range very early. That was a great drop shot to kick off his second game. But you wouldn't be too far off if you were expecting this game to go as the first game did, point for point. That was a great recovery from Liu Qi. And he's gone wide, Ginting. Gone wide. Is a challenge coming? It was close. No. Early 2-point buffer for Shi Yuqi. That's a great winner. That was what he was trying to do a lot more in that first game. Wasn't pulling it off. Now he's reined it in a bit, and it's on the money. Another drop shot of such class from Ginting that point was over. Both players intercepting each other, but again it's a drop shot to mid-court, just between mid and front court, that wins it for Ginting. Smart play when you're playing on that side of the court to just keep it all aimed to mid-court. You're never going to play with that baseline, have it drifting off, and of course so much pace. Almost exclusively, well, that's to the baseline, but picked off nicely by Chi. So still 2 points ahead, just managing to keep pace with him. Well, again, his winners working much better for him from this side of the court. And there's another one. So he's gone left, he's gone right. This was what was missing from his first game, and that's dangerous for Ginting, because if he is now firing Chi on those cross-court winners, well, that's going to negate the net play. 8-4, biggest lead matched. Just clipped the net. This really is the biggest lead of the match so far, 5 points. Oh, he's just wide. Ginting might have to change his strategy a bit, because Chi's been loving these net exchanges. That's wide. 10-5. That's unfortunately gone wide. Well, it was a gallant attempt at recovering that, but you could just see he's never going to get it. Still managed to get a racket head to it, but body position was completely in the wrong place. And if you lead returns like that high, then Anthony Ginting is going to leap for it. He's closing up again. Remember, in the first game, he was 15-11 down. He tied it up. Now he was 10-6 down, and he's up to 8-10. That's gone wide. Well, uncharacteristic service error from Anthony Ginting, and he goes into the second mid-game interval 11-9 down. Not critical as it stands right now. It's half the job done in reclaiming that deficit. If it was 11-6 or 11-5, you'd be a little worried, but 11-9. So Anthony Ginting with everything to play for here in the second game. Wants to take it to 3. That's gone long. So Shiuchi still finding a little bit of trouble with his range, his lengths, especially down the line and the baseline. Cross-court's now working. I think we can safely say that. And Ginting has opted to not go for the net exchanges because Shiuchi's happy to take them on as well. That's a great shot. Power rally. I think that's a good example of what I was saying, that everything that Ginting's doing to try and win these points is being defended very well by Shiuchi right now. So even if it is a 2-point lead, that might be enough for him to build on. But high quality match from both players. Left that too high and directly at Ginting as well.
11-12.
Well, that's a great shot. It takes a lot of nerve to play a winner right in front of your opponent, which is exactly what he did. Look at that. Shiuchi looking in good form here. 2-point lead. That's gone long again. Another case of missed opportunities. Could have been 15, 16 up by now. So a few more unforced errors creeping in. especially on this side, on Chi-Yuchi's side. And for Ginting, well, it's been compact, it's a tight game, but he's just having trouble finding the outright winners. That's good. He takes the lead with that. Wide. Yuchi just doing enough right now, whether it's at the front court, mid court, or back court. That's a costly miss from that backhand push. It's just not a clear enough gap right now for Ginting to take this second game. He's 1 point down. And again, the cross-court kill confidently taken. And the new world number 2 is, at this point in time, running out of points. Chi-Yuchi just needs 5 points more to get into the quarterfinals. This again would be an upset of the rankings. Yuchi currently ranked 27th. Ginting currently ranked 2. Of course, not going to come close to what we saw just before this match. World number 302 taking out the number 2s. The women's doubles. It's a tragedy for Matsuyama and Shida. But maybe we can categorize day 3 here at the Daihatsu Indonesia Masters 2023 as the day of upsets. That's a beautiful winner from Chi-Yuchi. He's really opening up now, 17-14. And the crowd has gone very quiet. I have to say those screams are for Indonesian doubles pair. That's very high. Oh, that's great from Ginting. Rahayu and Ramanhanti playing Hu and Lin on court 2. That's what those screams are for. On this court, I'm sure the screams will start again if Anthony Sinisuka Ginting can win this second game and force a third and deciding game. Still a bit of work to do. These next 2 points absolutely critical for the Indonesian world number 2. It's a forced error for the first one. He really now has to win these next 3 points because Chi-Yuchi only needs 3. Again, it's in the net, 19-15. Just all hands on deck and keep it calm and simple for Chi-Yuchi, and he's in the quarterfinals. The backhand clear is wide, and he's got 5 match points. Well, I think a lot of people expected this to go to 3. That's looking highly unlikely now. He's got another chance. 1 saved. But it has to be pinpoint perfect. Anthony Ginting now, if he's going to stay in the Indonesia Masters this year. He's done it. The easiest tap-in, 21-19, 21-16, and the return of Shiyuchi continues with a win over the world number 2, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, in 40 minutes. Played well enough, both sides of the court. He worked the net to the point that Ginting was actually scared to go to the net, as he says goodbye to the Indonesian fans. Round 2 exit for world number 2. Jonathan Christie, Cesar Rustavito, of course, still in the mix. One of them guaranteed to be through to the quarterfinals. And there's confirmation of that score. 40 minutes, 21-19, 21-16. Stay with us for more.
Welcome back to the Istora Stadium. It is the Indonesia Masters, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour. Court 1, we've had 4 matches already. They've been pretty much straightforward ones. What a result that one was, with the world number 2, newly minted world number 2, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, stunningly beaten by Shiyuchi in straight games. So we're going to turn our attentions now to mixed doubles with Matthias Thury and